is a topic that's been coming up recently, that the industry hopes that GTA 6 raises the price of a video game to $100. Mark my words when I say this, only GTA 6 is gonna be worth $100. And look, I am a guy who usually buys games at launch. I usually pre-order games. You could say I'm the fucking problem. I'm one of the guys who buys the game every single time, and these developers think, oh, that's a great price for a video game. Maybe they'll pay more. I could be the problem. But usually when I buy games, like, it doesn't really have a budget. Whatever a game I want, I buy. And there is a little reason because of that. I'll explain it. I'll be a little sentimental this time. So my mom wanted to let me buy 2 or 3 games a year. And you know what it was? Call of Duty, FIFA, all those games that last for the entire year. And all my friends have, and there's a bunch of players playing it, right? I've always wanted all these other games. I would always go to GameStop just to fucking look. So every single time I would go with my mom, right, when I was younger, and there was a GameStop nearby, I would just ask for permission to go just to go see all the fucking games I could get later on. But now that I'm working, I pretty much buy any game that I want. If I see some interest in it, if I see some things that I may like, I buy it, test it out, put on a review. And yeah, usually when I do my reviews, I never include price because my philosophy is that if a game is a 7 out of 10, just because it's 20 bucks, doesn't make it an 8 out of 10, doesn't make it a 9 out of 10, or anything higher just because it's cheaper now. But that is only because I don't include price in reviews, obviously, right? When I buy a game, it is not like, I can't buy a game next week because I spent too much on this one. It's never been like that for me. So I understand the majority of the player base are not like me. So I can admit that I could be part of the problem. But if these games start costing $100 each for the base game, they're fucking crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope it happens so I could stop buying games from the garbage ass developers. You know what I'm talking about. EA Sports, EA in fucking general, Ubisoft, fucking every single Call of Duty, $100 every single year? Hell nah. Literally, the only companies where I would ever consider spending $100 for their game, Rockstar, Naughty Dog, and From Software. I think that's literally it. I'm sorry to the other developers that I think are great, but I think only those developers are worth $100 per game. And that's reaching. And they're trying to justify this $30 price increase, but let me just give you some facts. So when games started costing $60, that was in 2006 in the launch of the PS3 and the 360. And when games started costing 70, it was in 2020, the launch of the PS5. 14 full fucking years. 14 years. And now 5 years later, they want to up it 30 fucking dollars? And they're trying to justify this by games costing so much. But first of all, we didn't ask for these 300 million, 400 million, $1 billion games to be made. I'm just throwing something out there. I'm pretty sure these high costs come from just simply mismanaging their fucking money. There's no way you spend 400 million, 300 million on a fucking game and not be mismanaged. There's no fucking way. The primary reason why I think this is fucking outrageous is that the gaming industry is huge. It is huge. It makes more money, more revenue than the entirety of the film industry and the music industry every single year. No, if anything, this is the biggest it's ever been. So if you keep your games priced reasonably, a bunch of people are gonna buy it, making up for the fucking development cost. But if you charge 100, 110, 120, ain't nobody gonna buy that game, especially if you're Ubisoft, especially if you're EA Sports, especially if you're Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these garbage ass fucking games that are completely not worth $100. So I kind of wish this happens. Maybe not across the board, but those companies that are greedy, like the ones I just mentioned, you damn know for sure if they see a price hike for $100 for the base version of a game, they're taking it. You know, Ubisoft will fucking start throbbing, start drooling, start getting blue balled by the sight of $100 price tag. You know, Ubisoft is the first one to be charging that money, especially if they're making quadruple A games. I hope it happens so we can expose those garbage ass companies. And I'm pretty sure those companies that have a great reputation are not going to be going for that $100 price tag. This is just a small topic I wanted to bring up, but not that much editing. So if you guys liked it, sub to my YouTube, leave a comment, and yeah, goodbye.